Hi, I'd like to take a moment to show you how to operate the new sound system control downstairs in the Parish Hall. Today is December 21st and we finally got it up and running, so I'd like to give you a little bit of a tour of all the components and how you can go about using it. I'm going to turn the camera around. So I'm at the back of the hall right now, and I'd like to show you the main control, and this is it. This is a touch screen. And the way this works is it normally falls asleep, and once you touch the screen, it wakes up, and it gives you a number of different options. If you get stuck on some menu that looks maybe too complicated, you're always welcome to press the home button, and it brings you back to the main system setup. So right now the system is off, and then this is the master volume. You'll find that anywhere between 70 and 80% is a good level for, it's actually quite loud. In terms of user control, there's two primary areas where you can set things, and that's in zone setup and inputs. Advanced requires a password, and that's really for me to get in there and do some tweaky type stuff. When you're ready to turn the system on, you just press system on, and then the button will turn to a blue tint. Now, one of the things you want to do once you use the system is determine how are you going to use the system. So you can see here that there are a number of different scenarios. So let's say you're just using the screen. The projector screen, maybe that screen only. Or maybe you want to just drive the fronts. Let's say you have a crowd out front there. Or let's say you want everything on, and that's the full system. Note that it can get quite loud. And then let's say you're presenting from the north side of the building, projecting southward. That's the north speakers, and then the south speakers. These graphics are designed in such a way that as I look out beyond the wall, that's this room here. So it's the same orientation is what I'm trying to say. So let's go ahead and do fronts only. Now that we've set our zone, we can go back and there's inputs. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different input panels here. There's the back panel, which is located right to my right of the screen. And currently we have the wireless microphone system plugged directly into that. And notice the wireless microphone is turned all the way up. And in case it gets set differently, it's on the switch is on mic. But generally it's plugged in and on. So if I were to turn the microphone on, the system would come on. And so now the system is active for the zone that I have set. Again, if I want to see the zone, I go back to home, zone setup, and I can see that it's fronts only is what it's set to. And I think for the most part that will take care of most of the needs of the room. If I do want to modify different panels, we have other panels here. We have front panel, south panel, and projector panel. The projector panel is this one right up here, also labeled projector panel. I've been able to make some changes here, so if you plug in an HDMI connection, you can both get video and audio through this, or if you want, you can plug a 1/8 inch connection right into here. And then, of course, if you want to turn the projector on, you just press projector once, and then the projector will take a few minutes to fire up and turn on. These other panels, there's front panel and south panel, and I'll give you a little bit of a tour on where those are. Front panel is right here. And this is set up so if you wanted to, you could plug wired microphones directly in. That beeping was the projector turning on. And then south panel is along the south wall. Again, if there was a need for, I think for the most part these are advanced needs, but if there's a need for plugging in microphones or mixing consoles, like, for example, the night at the races or the meat raffle, there's some fancy stuff that we can do using those. So all of the loudspeakers are active and operating. And of course, they're on based on the zone that you've set. But we also give you level control here. So for example, if the movie is too loud going to the projector, you can turn it up and down. Or in this case of this back panel here, let's say that microphone is too loud. You can turn it up and down here. Also remember, if I go back to home, that we have a master volume. So you're always able to turn this up or down depending on what your preference is. So that's all. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. And of course, when you're done with the system, make sure you press System Off. Thank you. And God bless.